All right, now my babies, what up, what up, what up, though? You already know what it is. It's your girl Jen checking in, and this is Wretched to Righteous Reviews. If you don't know me, I am Jen. I am from Detroit. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I am a Jane of all trades. Entertainment, health, wealth, beauty, and spirituality is what you will get here on this channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and hop in the comments. Let me know. Constructive criticism, as long as you keep it respectful, is always welcome over here. So today we're going to get into this new show, Love and Marriage Detroit. Now y'all know they had the Huntsville, which I have not gotten into. I'm going to now, but I haven't. But now they got one in the D, so you know I have to get into that. Go ahead, stay tuned, watch this video, and comment afterwards. Let's see what's
it's been a long week. I don't wanna have to wait till sun.
What up, my babies? It's your girl Jen checking in, and listen, y'all, I got to get in this ish. Okay, now I made sure I waited until I watched 2 episodes before I made this video, before I gave an opinion on this show. First of all, I am a native Detroiter, born and raised on the east side of Detroit. Now I am a homeowner on the west side. I consider myself a true blue, full-blooded, all over Detroiter. And so when I saw that they were making a Love and Marriage Detroit, I was excited. I'm like, okay, let's see what some of the elite Detroit crowd has got going on. You know, let's get into this. I do not watch Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. One of my best friends said I need to start watching it, but I do not watch it. So I was coming in this with no preconceived notions or anything like that. Now, the first thing I thought about the show was, okay, I know they could have found some more attractive people to put on this show. Now, don't get me wrong, the females are beautiful. The women on the show are beautiful. I mean, a couple of them is pretty much typical looking, you know what I mean? But whatever, like, they not ugly. They look well enough to put on TV. It took the second episode for me to realize Russell is very handsome, very attractive, nice athletic build, chocolate brown, chiseled face. He fine, okay? His wife is beautiful. I think they're a good match. I like them. The light-skinned brother, what's his name? Brandon? Whatever. He's okay. He not really all that to write home about, in my opinion. But he okay. He eye candy enough, okay? He's not really my issue. My main issue is with, I think his name is Anthony. Yeah, I don't like him. Anthony is pretty much like a female. He had the audacity to, first of all, I don't like him at all. He had the nerve to say, when they were talking about his wife's wine tasting event, he had the nerve to say that no uglies could come, that only attractive people could come to the event, and if you was ugly, you wasn't getting an invite, and da-da-da. First of all, sorry, you're literally the ugliest person on the cast. Like, from what it seems, that comes from the inside out too. You are not attractive. Like, you're not aesthetically cute. And you, of all the staff or the cast, had the nerve to say if somebody was ugly, they couldn't come to the event. Like, sir, you should have been excluded from your own wife's event. Like, another thing, he is like a female. Like, first of all, first thing he want to do is say something about, what's her name, Kobe or whatever, Russell's wife. He want to say something about her being in Brandon and whatever her name is, business or whatever. But then he goes and says some messy stuff at the next time when they get together and out them for being at the club. You know what I mean? It's like he is like a female. He, all of a sudden, when they were at the wine tasting event, the way he went off on that girl, calling her like all out of her name. Like, for what reason? She had a legitimate reason to stick up for her friend because her friend was right. You are all invested in their business just as much as Kobe was, or whatever her name was. Like, you're like a female, bro. Like, I do not like him at all. Like, for real, he is too much like a female. Then the previews for the next episode, he crying, playing victim, talking about he just wants somebody to have his back. Like, boy, go change your pad, okay? Change your tampon, cause for real, like, they could have, I know they could have got some. First of all, they had this guy, Bravo, who apparently is like a big time promoter in Detroit. They could have had him on there, but I guess he must be single, and it is love and marriage. But first of all, he looked better. He seemed more like a man than this guy, Anthony or whatever. Like, he sucks. Don't like him. The females, they are beautiful, but none of these people, the females or the males, none of them sound like they're from Detroit. Where's the Detroit vernacular? I mean, they barely was saying what up though, even though the first episode was titled What Up Though. Like, it's just trash. Like, I don't really like it. I'm gonna give it another try. So yeah, Anthony was my least favorite character or cast member on the show. Next, let me get into Brandon, and I believe her name is Christina, Brandon's wife. So Brandon is supposedly in the music industry, managing artists. I guess he have an artist named Naja. Obviously, we're not talking about Queen Naja, I don't guess. And apparently he signed her to a management deal without talking to his wife Christina. Now, the reason why that's really a problem is because apparently he have history where he had gotten into an emotional relationship with a past artist of his. He started to bash his wife via text message to this artist, and the wife was devastated. She felt like he was having an emotional affair. And so now she don't trust him with new female artists. That's what it's looking like, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I get it. You don't understand what I'm saying? First of all, let me just say this disclaimer. I'm not married. Never been married. Barely can even say I've been in a healthy relationship. Okay? So, I may not be wanting to talk, but honestly, in my opinion, if he allegedly cheated in the past, and you've decided to forgive him, at this point, sis, you need to let it go. Especially if the man gonna continue in the profession that he in. If he gonna be manager artist, he gonna have to manage artists. A lot of times they probably gonna be female. They probably gonna be sexy. They wanna be spending a lot of time together. If he writing songs too, like he said, they're gonna be having intimate conversations. So, I mean, you just gonna have to trust him at some point or don't. Like, but in order to, like, I just wouldn't want to live my life like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, girl, is you going to forgive him or not? You know, you cannot be his mama and his wife. Like, you going to discipline him into being a good husband or being loyal to you. You know, you claim to be a Christian. At this point, I feel like you living in fear. You operating in fear. If you're going to trust him that he going to, you know, repent and do better and do different this time, then you just got to trust him and trust God. And if he don't, oh, well, you know, I think the main thing she said on the preview, she like, I don't want to lose my husband, da-da-da-da. But it's like, girl, if you're going to lose him, you're going to lose him. And so what, move on to the next. That'll be his loss if you lose him because he somehow does not honor y'all marriage. God will not reward him. He will reward you for being faithful to him and having faith in him. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it a couple of more episodes. If they pop back up on my YouTube feed, I'm gonna watch them. I mean, if for nothing else, to celebrate and to support Detroiters. You all already know how I feel about Detroit. But, Love and Marriage, Detroit, I give a C. Okay, after watching the first 2 episodes, I give it a C. We're going to see. I'm going to keep watching, and I'll come back and do another review in a couple of weeks. But if you guys have not, check it out. The first 2 episodes are on YouTube, on OWN's YouTube channel, or get it on Hulu. You already know what up. You know what I mean? So yeah, Love and Hip Hop. I'm sorry, not Love and Hip Hop. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I mean, Love and Marriage Detroit. C. So yeah, y'all, that's my review of Love and Marriage Detroit. The first 2 episodes, I give it a C. I ain't even gonna lie, I give it a C. Maybe a B plus. I mean, maybe a B minus. Yeah, a B minus, C. I'm gonna give it, like I said, a couple of more episodes, you guys. Thanks so much if you watched all the way to the end. You are the spit, and I love you to life. Even if you don't watch the whole video, I love you just for clicking on my thumbnail, clicking on my video. Once again, I am your girl Jen, checking in from the D. I do health, wealth, beauty, entertainment, spirituality here on my channel. I would love it if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it if you care. And that's it. I'm gone. I'm about to peace out. I'm about to enjoy my 4th of July.